and welcome to day 5 of the 2023 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships, coming to you from Tartu in Estonia. A very snowy and cold Tartu, but a beautiful, beautiful city nonetheless. I'm joined again in the commentary table by Joe Whiteley. Good morning, Joe.
And what a fantastic session we have lined up today. We have the 76 kilo and 120 kilo lifters. We have the B groups this morning, and then we'll go through to the A groups this evening. And we are promised some exciting lifting.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that we're already on day 5 of 6. Been a wonderful championship so far.
The temperatures might be low, but the competition has been hot.
Yeah, I think my phone showed -12 this morning, and it's snowing, but it just adds to the beauty of the place.
Yeah, much warmer today, but a light snow falling. And as you say, the snow is everywhere, and it is absolutely stunning here.
And there you can see the running order. As Joe said, we've got the under 76 women and the under 120 men back to back today. The B groups in the first session, the A groups in the afternoon. And the first out will be Kim Gretsch from Malta. And when the clock ticks down, they will load the bar to 110 kilos. And the morning's competition will be underway.
And it's great to see that Malta has brought such a big team here. Their first international competition was on home soil at the World Championships in June, and off that springboard they have sent a big team to the Euros as well. This is Kim Grech, who lifted in Malta.
And here we go, and day 5 is underway with Kim Grech of Malta, 110 kilos.
She hit 125 in Malta, so this is a nice safe opener.
Look nice and deep. And 3 white lights gets the competition underway. Next up we've got Rebecca Romer Anderson from Denmark, and she will be opening on 150 kilos.
150 kilos, Rebecca Anderson, Denmark.
Last saw her lift all the way back in 21 at the Euros in Västerås.
Oh, it looks a good opener. And yes, indeed, 3 white lights. And now we have Emma McDermott from Ireland, and Emma will open on 152.5 kilos.
Emma is a familiar face. We've seen her lift for the last few years. She was in Malta, in Poland last year as well. Big deadlifter. That looked nice and easy. And the referees agree. 3 white lights. You want your squat opener, or all your openers, to be super easy. You don't want to be taking up too much of your energy on your first squat. You're just trying to get that one on the board.
Now we've got Marizzano of Belgium on the bar, 152.5 kilos for her as well. Nice and deep, brought it up well.
3 white lights, good lift for Darizano, 160 on the line now. For Valerie Belemanova, Czechia.
Now, Velemanova from Czechia is up next on the bar, 160 kilos. I believe it's Valerie, not Valerie, is that correct?
Valeria.
Valeria.
Bars loaded, 160 kilos, Belemanova, Czechia.
Only just out of the juniors. She took the gold medal at the European University Cup in Albi this year. Squatted 152.5 that day. And she's opening here with 160.
Well, well, well. But PB showing as 172.5.
She was in the 69s in Albi.
Right. Looks strong.
Moving up a class clearly suits her.
3 white lights, good lift, Belemanova.
And sometimes we find this, it's not that the extra weight is helping them squat more, it's that they were cutting so far into the class below that it was compromising performance.
Indeed. Now, Joril Nesse from Norway, I hope I'm saying that correctly.
162.5 kilos, Neza, Norway.
Can't help you with that one, I'm afraid. I couldn't find her before
Well,
the
the
session
speaker's
started.
going Neza, so
Okay.
in
It's
the in-
usually a good indication.
in the interest of consistency, I'll follow him. Oh, it's a lovely squat.
That's a good lift.
Who needs referees when you squat like that?
Elena Vilma, Eesti, Estonia, Rodriguez.
Now, Helena Vilma from Estonia is next out, 167.5 kilos.
Bars loaded.
I imagine she is or was the national record holder because her PB is listed as 176, which of course is a chipped number. So this is Vilma, 167.5 kilos.
Been absent from the international scene since 2020, just before lockdown. Has competed at a couple of university cups as well as a couple of Europeans.
That's a lovely squat as well.
That's a good lift.
And 3 white lights.
175 on the line now for Anna Rodriguez, Lithuania, Stefanikova, Greg, get ready.
Just a reminder, because the standard of lifting is so high, this is the B group. The A group will lift in the second session of the day. Now, Anna Rodriguez, Lithuania, 175 kilos on the bar.
Now, what a difference a year makes. She squatted 160 in Poland last year, and she's opening with 175. Amanda Petrushka's coaching there. Wow,
That was strong.
that was excellent.
3 white lights, good lift, Anna.
Yes, 3 white lights.
Lucy Stefanikova,
Now, Lucy Stefanikova
get ready.
from Iceland is the last lifter out in the first round, and she's opening in 195 kilos. That is a big opener.
Especially in the B group. Now, we've only seen her once on the international platform. That was in Sun City in 22. And she squatted 207.5 that day. In fact, I remember she took a medal from the B group.
Well, she may do so again.
She may.
She carries on like this, because that's a good lift, 3 white lights. And delighted to say, at the end of the first round of squats, solid column of green in the first row, and everyone therefore moves forward in the competition. And there you can just see a reminder that Stefanikova is leading with 195 from Rodriguez and Velma. And into the second round, and it's Kim Grech, and she has put 10 kilos on the bar and is now taking 120 within 5 kilos of her personal best. Really had to work there.
She did. That was tough getting the squat up out of the hole.
Called on depth by the centre referee, but it's good 2-1.
Always looks very different from the sides.
Now Rebecca Anderson from Denmark. Rebecca Römer Anderson, to give her a full name. 157.5 to equal her personal best. Oh, it's a great squad. 3 white lights. Beatrice Narizano, Belgium, 157.5 kilos for her as well. Yes, I think that should be good. Was looking at the bar, don't think it went down. And yes, 3 white lights. Really had to work there though.
She did.
Now Emma McDermott from Ireland next. She's gone up 10 to 162.5.
So this is Emma McDermott, not the Belgian lifter you saw on your screen. Graphics are just lagging a little bit.
That looked strong as well.
Yeah, she's got a fair bit left in the tank there.
She got a red for depth from the near side referee from Switzerland. But it's good 2-1, but the jury is overruled and she has been called on depth. Valeria Velamanova, Czechia, 167.5. And that failure by McDermott was the first one so far in the competition. As you said, Joe, McDermott had plenty more there, just a centimetre deeper.
Which is a shame because she'll probably repeat the failed attempt now. Which would be the right move for sure, but she's left a few kilos behind.
No, that looks good.
I've seen Emma's gone up 2.5 kilos for her third, so that's a decent compromise.
Now, Euronese from Norway is gone up 10 to 172.5 kilos.
Bars loaded, 172.5 kilos. Niese, Norway.
Oh, it's a great score.
Yeah, that's a fantastic second attempt.
Three white lights, good lift in Nielsen, Norway, 177.5 on the bar. Elena Vilma,
Now, Elena Vilma, Estonia. She's taking 177.5. This would be a new personal best and probably a new national record in Estonia.
Great shoulder mobility to have a grip so narrow. But of course, that tightens your back up beautifully.
Oh, it's lovely. And three white lights. Now, Anna Rodriguez, Lithuania, is the last but one in the second round, and she will take 185 kilos for a 10 kilo PB.
I'd like to extend a vote of thanks to Anna. The speaker here picked up a taste for some Lithuanian sweets, and she brought him a big bagful. Very grateful. A little bit slower that time, as you would expect with 10 kilos more on your back.
And three white lights, yes indeed. And there is one more lifter in the second round, and that is Lucy Stefanikova from Iceland, taking 202.5 to equal her personal best.
Now, our colleague at home, Amelia Potter, has just sent me a quick note that Lucy was actually nominated in second place overall, but she hadn't competed in a while, so she didn't have a current nomination value.
Okay.
So if we look at the nominations now, she's got 25, 25, 25 in.
Oh, she's fighting and
wow.
she just didn't make it. Have a look at that again.
Seemed like she was going to be able to grind through it, and her hips did shoot up quite quickly. But it just hit a wall and wouldn't go to the top.
And at the end of the second round, we can see Stefanikova leads with the first round 195. Rodriguez closing in on 185. Velma on 177.5, and they are the top three. And this is Kim Gretsch from Malta. Her third attempt, 125. Has she got another 5 kilos? Really had to work the 120. Well, that looked better. And that's why it was high, sadly. And she smiles as if she kind of knew that.
Yeah.
Not mega high, but high.
Parallel, but not quite through it.
160 kilos, Alexandro, Belgium.
And the jury has overruled that last lift. It
Ah.
is good.
The jury giveth as well as taketh away.
So this is Nat Serrano from Belgium, 160 kilos.
Taken the minimum step up from her second.
Yes, that looks good. Well, she gets a red. Funny what you see, because the red was from the referee that gave the white last time. Now Rebecca Romer Anderson 162.5 kilos. As you can see on the screen, this would move her from 7th to 6th place. Yes, that looks good. And 3 wide lights. A reminder, at the end of this third round of squats, we move straight to the 120 men's B group. Both the A groups will be this afternoon. But this is Emma McDermott. Well,
Just missed on a centimetre of depth. Sorry,
yeah,
Martin.
she got it 2-1, but was overruled by the jury. Just needs to go that centimetre lower, as you say. She should be fine. I think that's
That
good.
looked better.
Really had to work, grit her teeth to get it up there. And 3 wide lights. Valeria Velimanova, 175 kilos for a new personal best. Just out of the juniors, been competing for 2 years. We have a PB as 172.5.
She did well
what a
to recover that off.
good
A knee
battle.
popped in at the bottom.
And 3 wide lights. Joril Neza from Norway is taking 177.5, just 2.5 kilos short of her personal best. Now, we've been really impressed with our first 2 squats.
I think we're impressed with the third as well.
We continue to be impressed. Obviously, it slows down slightly as the weight increases, but the form is just wonderful.
Now, you might think that looks very comfortable and she should have gone up higher, but don't forget it's a long competition. You have to manage your energy levels all the way through to third deads.
Helena Velma, Estonia. As you can see from the graphic, this would move her into 3rd place in the group, with only 2 lifters to follow. So this would guarantee her 3rd place. 3rd is currently Neza, who went previously. Oh, that's good as well. And it's a good lift, 2-1. And probably a new Estonian national record. So this is Anna Rodriguez, Lithuania, the purveyor of the finest confectionery.
She brought us caffeine sweets all the way from Lithuania, and we are forever grateful. We can't buy them in the UK.
To get within 2.5 kilos of the leader.
This is a huge squat from the B group. Now, did she cut that slightly?
I'm waiting for the referees. Yes, she did.
Shame. Shame, because she's strong under the bar.
And one more. And then we have the under 120 B group. And this is Lucy Stefanikova from Iceland. 202.5 kilos. Her 2nd attempt at the weight. Can she bring something more to the plate? platform this time. Harden Johnson looks on, gives last minute encouragement. Oh, no,
No.
same.
Not quite there. That's a surprise, to be honest.
Well, that's the end of the B group squats, and if we look at a quick summary, we'll see the replay first. She got to just about the same place as last time, and the summary, well, I think that's that's something else.
I think that was the running order for the
Yeah.
120 kilo B group, which we're just about to go straight into. And we are already underway with Edgars Tifentels, Latvia. He's going to open at 2:32.5. First international competition. This is a nerve-wracking moment when you walk out for your first squat. And you could do those racks in a little bit, I think. Oh, strong. So considering that was only 5 kilos below his listed PB, that was a great squat.
Certainly was. That just flew back up.
Bar is loaded, 275 kilos, Spain.
Next out, we have Marc Riodalbas, Spain, for 275. Again, at first international. Lists his best as 287.5. I think he's nearly maxed out the squat rack height.
Looks good, of course, when he's maxing out the squat. No depth from both sides. I was just going to say, it just means he's got such a long way to go down.
Well, I think that's still true, but he didn't go down quite far enough. But the weight was no problem for him. I'm sure we'll get that next time. Michael Leitner, Austria. Possibly Mikkel. 280 on the bar.
I don't think there's going to be any questions about depth on that one.
Absolutely not. That was a great opener. It gives him plenty of headroom to move up.
I said that and then breathed a sigh of relief.
Daniele Polo, Switzerland, looking for 280 to open his day. He hit 290 last year in Poland.
50 seconds, plenty of time.
What can he do today?
That's a nice squat.
Quite a lot by the look of it. That was lovely.
White lights, good lift for Ola, 285 on the bar now. Joachim Struber, Belgium. Rutten, Udai, get ready.
I don't know how much it comes across on the screen, but when you're watching it live and you see the whole bar bounce, it just gives a real example.
Joachim Struber, Belgium. Opening with 285. Now, he got 282.5 in Malta 6 months ago.
The famous Strapmeister 3000.
So things must have been going fairly well for him. Seeing lots of lifters clipping the rack, you can just put one side arm in to make that a bit easier to walk out.
Oh, that's a great lift.
I wondered if he might draw blue cards. If we see, watch the replay, watch his right leg. It kind of locks and unlocks a little bit. But 2-1, 2 white lights is good enough.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried about that.
Got one eye on the jury, but this is Anders Burton.
Yeah, they've overruled.
Yeah, he wasn't fully locked out when he got to the top of the squat.
But it wasn't a strength problem.
No, he just needs to focus on just locking his knees sharply at the top. This is Anders Burton, Norway. 285, looking very easy.
Fabulous squad.
3 white lights, good lift, good. 300 kilos on the bar for Christoph Budai, Hungary. Heidenreich.
And we have 2 squats left, and they are huge. Next man out is Christoph Benchi Budai, Hungary, and he's opening with 300 kilos. Squatted 310 in Malta.
Eric Mata coaching today after lifting yesterday.
He had a good result as well, 5th place in a class he's
Very good.
only recently moved up to.
And from the B group.
So you can see that this lifter has elected to have one of the racks in, and I think that's a smart move. Just stops you clipping the rack as you walk out.
Yes, we've seen 3 or 4 do it in this group
Yeah.
alone. Oh, that's strong.
I think he might exceed what he did in Malta today, judging by that.
Budai. 330 on the bar, Maximilian Heidenreich, Germany.
I don't know what's going on here, Joe. His PB is listed at 312.5. He's opening at 330.
This is Max Heidenreich.
Maximilian Heidenreich.
And as you say, opening at 330 kilos. He didn't have a nomination in. So I'm looking at his nominated totals of 25, 25, 25. I don't think that's what he did in competition. But this is his first international anyway. So anything he does on the platform is his international PB.
Look out, A-flight is all I
Wow.
can say.
Wow, very impressive indeed.
3 whites.
242.5 on the bar now. Tiefentals, Latvia. Real get ready.
So that was the final squat in the first round for the B group. The A group will lift later today and we'll take all these numbers through with us. So Heidenreich is leading on 330 with Budai on 300, Burton with 285.
Tiefentals, Latvia.
Here's Edgars Tiefentals, Latvia, looking to add 10 kilos to what was a very fast opener.
And this would be a PB based on the information he's provided. That's another good squad.
But not for long. I think we might see another PB in the third round because that had plenty of clearance.
75 on the bar now. Mark Rio Clemente of Spain. Gruber, Leitner, get ready. All loaded. 275 kilos. Rio Dalbach, Spain.
Here's Mark Riedalbas, Spain. Now he didn't get his 275 first time out. I think it was depth, Martin.
Yeah, remember we were talking about he was putting the rack right to the top and he has such a long way to go down. There was nothing wrong with his strength. Just needs to find a fraction more depth.
I think he has.
Yeah, looks good from this angle certainly. And 3 wide lines.
Good lift, Rio Dalbach. 285 on the bar now. Jochen Strubber, Belgium. Second attempt at this weight for Strubber. Leitner, Hola, get ready. Bar loaded. 285 kilos. Strubber, Belgium.
Next out, Jochen Struber, Belgium.
Easy weight now. Come on.
He missed because he didn't lock his knees at the top of the squat. You must be standing completely erect with the knees locked.
Yeah, it was a jury overrule. He got it 2-1, but the jury saw what the referee that gave the blue light saw. So just got to lock out at the top. Otherwise, same as before.
Once you've been aware of it, it's an easy thing to correct. He repeated the same weight, 285.
Hugely experienced coach as well. Lock it out now. It looks much better. And 3 white lights.
Good lift for Struber. 290 on the bar. Michael Leitner, Austria. Hola, Rutten, get ready. Bars loaded. 290 kilos. Leitner, Austria.
About halfway through the squats now, and this is Michael Leitner, Austria, looking to add another 10 kilos to his squat with 290. Fast down, fast up.
Great squat.
3 white lights. A good lift for Leitner. 300 kilos on the bar. Daniela Pola, Switzerland. Rutten, Budai, Heidenreich, get ready.
Next 4 lifts, all over 300 kilos. Well, 300 or more.
Bar loaded. 300 kilos. Pola, Switzerland.
Daniela Pola, Switzerland. He's taken a 20 kilo jump. This is 300.
Yeah, 20 kilo jump would be huge at a lighter body weight, but once we get to these big guys, it's, well, if not quite the norm, then fast becoming so. Great squat.
Clock was just counting down to 0 as he got the squat command there. You get 60 seconds from the bar being loaded, from bar loaded being called to receiving the squat command.
3 lifts in round 2.
Plenty of time unless you get asked to re-rack the bar and then it gets a bit panicky.
302.5 kilos.
Anders Broughton now from Norway for 302.5.
A lifter we've seen many times in the juniors, but now 24 years of age and dipping his toe in open competition.
Oh, that was a tough one through the
Wow.
sticking point.
I'm glad he didn't go 305.
Yes. Well, he's going to have to go somewhere for his third.
Yes, he is.
Heidenreich, Tiefentals, get ready. That's 2 lifts in round 2.
For some strange reason, I had in my head this was the 3rd round.
But we're moving quickly, but
Yeah.
not quite that quickly.
20 kilos, Christoph Budai.
Christoph Budai, Hungary. Another one taking a 20 kilo jump. This is 320.
Very strong on 300. Eric Mata prowls the platform. Brought that up well.
3 white lights.
And
Good
3
lift,
white
good
lights.
lift. Okay, Germany, we are loading the bar to 345.5 5 kilos from Maximilian Heidenreich. If successful, this will be a new European record.
So we have a new European record attempt coming up for Max Heidenreich.
This has come out of the blue. We did not expect this from the B group, but this is sensational, and it's just the second round.
European record attempt, Maximilian Heidenreich.
Well, we did say look out, A group,
Yeah, we did, but
but
yeah, I hadn't spotted that we were so
No.
close to the record. Currently belongs to Maris Jusups, Latvia. He did that in Kaunas all the way back in 2019.
yeah, I remember that. In the ice box, as we called it. Oh, wow.
Well, as long as the referees were happy with it, that is a new
Wow.
European record.
Where does he go next?
Well, he's going to have to start working up to the world record, isn't he? Currently, it's Dennis Cornelius at 386.
I think he's a little way to go.
Little way to go before he gets
But
there.
did you say it was his first international?
Yeah, so
Where will he be in a couple of years' time?
the European record is a good place to start. He's just going to have to keep adding kilos on until he gets all the way up to the world record. Third round already, and here's Edgars Tiventals, Latvia. 250 kilos on the bar.
Another personal best. And he's moved his first two really, really well.
And he moved that one well too.
3 white lights.
290 on the bar now. Back Rio Dalman, Spain, Lightner, Strubber, get ready.
Next out, it's Mark Riodalbas. Missed his opener at 275.
Bar is loaded. 290 kilos.
Lacked just a bit of depth, but he sank it for his second with 275, gone up to 290.
No.
That is not coming up.
No.
That's a shame there is no
Great job by the spotters getting him all the way back to the top and into the rack.
Meantime, I can tell you, Heidenreich has gone up to 353 using the chip. And just to add to that, he's opening with a 200 bench and a 332 deadlift.
Now, I think we would have seen him in the A group if he had a valid nominations
Yeah.
put in. Your nomination must be from the previous 12 months, national or international competition. So if you don't have one of those, then you get put in at the bottom of the B group. Michael Leitner, 295.
No, I thought he had it.
Not quite today.
No lift. Austria, 300 on the bar there. Joachim Strubber, Belgium. Brun, Ola, Budai, Heidenreich, get ready. Bar is loaded. 300 kilos. Joachim Strubber, Belgium.
And I'm going to send greetings to Rob Esselins back in Belgium. He'll be watching this. He was commentating with us last year, and I think Struber is his coach.
Jochen Struber, 300 kilos on the bar. Missed his opener just on a technicality.
This is a big PB. This is 300 kilos. for the first time in his life if he can make it. Come on, Jochen.
Wow.
That looks good.
Did not look like it in max attempt.
3 white lights.
Rapidly approaching the end of squats in the first session today. Here is Anders Broughton for 307.5.
And what a conclusion we're going to have. That looked good.
Look comfortable.
3 whites for Bruton Lillemore.
I think he's a big deadlifter, so he's going to want to just conserve a little bit of energy to take through to deadlifts. Daniela Pola currently has 2 squats on the board, 280, 300. He's gone all the way up to 312.5.
For a 5 kilo PB.
But his second looked relatively comfortable.
He just took ages, didn't he? Getting ready. I guess if you got a minute, take it, unless you have to re-rack, as you say.
Well, that's the danger. If you've left yourselves 20 seconds and you're asked to re-rack the bar because your knees aren't locked or whatever other infraction, then you might find yourself in a bit of trouble. So it's always best to get out on the platform as soon as you can, just in case of any issues.
He's a little earlier this time. Oh, great squat.
Now that did look like a max attempt. Absolutely on the money for attempt selection there.
Hungary, Hayden Wright to follow. And then there's a 10-minute break before bench. Followed it, 327.5 kilos.
Christoph Budaj, Hungary, looking for 327.5 to close out his squat session. Constant stream of encouragement from Eric Marta. But he gave it himself when he was lifting yesterday, didn't he?
I think we should just give Eric a microphone and take a little rest. That's a great squat as well.
He likes it. Do the referees like it? They do.
3 white lights.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
I think he was pleased with that.
I think he was. So our final squat of the morning session is going to be a massive 353 kilos. Heidenreich broke the European record with 345.5 and he's going up to 353. That chip could be really crucial at the end game. By chip I mean the half kilo increment you can use if it's a record.
And are we just at the beginning of seeing something special and memorable?
Now he did have to put some work in on his second squat, so let's see what he's got left for this one.
No.
No, just a step too far. But he's got the record.
Yeah, and if anyone wants the squat gold this afternoon, they're going to have to break the European record to get it.
So we're going to take a 10-minute break. Join us back here for bench.
And welcome back to a snowy but beautiful Tartu in Estonia for the fifth of 6 days of the 2023 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships. If you were with us earlier, you will have seen the B group squats in the women's 76 and men's under 120 kilo classes. We're just about to get underway with the bench press, and as you can see on the screen, the first lifter out is Kim Grek from Malta, and she will be opening on 60 kilos.
Bars loaded, 60 kilos, Kim Grek, Malta.
She hit 67.5 at Worlds. And that was a nice opener.
And 3 wide lights. Anna Rodriguez of Lithuania is out next, opening with 70 kilos.
Bars loaded, 70 kilos, Rodriguez, Lithuania, Lietuva.
Very impressive on squat, just missed a third. Nevertheless, got a massive 185 if my eyes are right. I'm sorry, Matt, I'm leaning across you. My eyesight's not that good.
Yeah, 185 squat. She finished second in the group. Yeah, she missed 192.5 if I remember correctly in the third round, but performed very well. Now, Narizano from Belgium. Beatrice Narizano, Belgium, 90 kilos.
Bars loaded, 90 kilos, Narizano, Belgium.
Opening 5 kilos below her personal best. That's good.
She's already beaten what she did in Poland last year, but she's relatively new, and you do find that new lifters move on very quickly.
Now, Velimanova.
Bar is loaded, 90 kilos, Velimanova, Czechia.
90 kilos for the Czech lifter.
Another lifter making great strides. She did 85 in Albi at the European Unis. So to be opening 5 kilos above your competition best. Wow.
So easy. 3 wide lights. Now, Emma McDermott, slight difficulty with her second squat, as a result of which she only went up 2.5 kilos for her third, which she got. Got a good bench press to back it up, and she's opening on 92.5 kilos. 5 kilos short of her personal best.
That PB was set in Poland last year.
Wonder if there's a chance we might see 100 for the first time before the day is out. Let's see how this goes.
Well, I wouldn't be at all surprised, Martin.
That is a fantastic opener.
3 white lights, good luck, McDermott. 100 now, Rebecca Anderson of Denmark.
What do you think? Maybe 97.5 and then 100?
I would say so.
Now Rebecca Romer Anderson, she is opening on 100 kilos. She's got a very good bench press.
100 kilos, Anderson, Denmark.
This PB is 110. The last time we saw her lift internationally, she got 102. But that was a couple of years ago now.
Oh, great bench. Well, we've seen this before, Joe. When we see one yellow, no,
Well,
I
her
think
butt
that's
didn't come
okay.
up. But the yellow card infraction can be any one of a number of things. Grip, head, feet, butt. So we're not quite sure what that one was for, but 2 white lights is good enough.
Now, Joril Nisa from Norway, so impressive in the squats. PB 107.5, opening on 100. Wow.
Wow, indeed. She hit.
She gets a red.
Ah, that's for the elbow depth.
That is
so
from the side, not from the front. Let's see. Right on the border, isn't it?
yeah, I think it's going to be overturned. I think the jury are trying to overturn, but their button isn't working.
Yeah.
There we go.
Previous lift was overruled. That is Norway.
On elbow depth.
Now this is Velma, Estonia, also on 100. Oh, had to work, but it looks good. And she gets one yellow. Let's see if we can see what that was for. No, it lifted, but did it come off? Not sure it did.
Yeah, it gets a little bit subjective as to how much of your butt's left on the bench.
Now Stefanikova, Iceland, 105 kilos. Very strong. And she gets one yellow as well from the far side referee. Referees today are from Norway, Ukraine and Switzerland. Technical controller from Latvia. And now Kim Grech, Malta, starts the second round with 65 kilos. Only one red light after the first round, and that was Neze from Norway, who fell foul of the elbow depth rule.
Nice and easy for Kim.
And 3 white lights.
77.5
Now Anna Rodriguez, 77.5 for the lifter from Lithuania.
She looks to be happy about benching. She's
Who-
fairly happy about squatting.
Who wouldn't be happy about benching?
And there was a double movement on the chest, so I'm not sure
I
that
think
she'll
it's
be
okay. I
yeah.
think that was interpreted as
Yeah.
during the down phase rather than beating the command. So it's 3 white lights and Narizano from Belgium next. 92.5 kilos on the bar. Just a 2.5 kilo increase from her opening.
92.5 kilos, Narizano, Belgium.
Taking the minimum increment possible with 2.5 kilos.
Look nice and smooth.
3 white lights, good
And
lift,
3 white
Narizano.
lights.
95.5, Valerie Velemanova, Czechia.
Now, Valeria Velemanova from Czechia will be next out with 95 kilos.
Followed in 95 kilos, Velemanova, Czechia.
Great lift.
3 white lights, good lift,
3 whites.
Velemanova, 95. Next right on the bar is 97.5 for Emma McDermott. of
Emma
Ireland.
McDermott
Asian
97.5 in the second round to equal her PB.
Followed in
And she'll hope to
97.5
get this and
kilos,
move on to
Ireland.
100 for the first time in the next round, but one step at a time. Oh, great bench press.
3 white lights, good lift, McDermott. Next weight on
Game
the bar
face
is
on.
100 kilos.
I've just been checking the nominated totals for the A group, and I think Stefanikova could possibly podium. I mean, I'm looking at nominations, which aren't the same as results, and it depends where she goes on deadlift, but we could see someone make the overall podium from the B group.
Now, this is the only red light from the first round, and it was a jury overturn for elbow depth. The lift was very, very easy.
But we'll see if she can make any adjustments to try to get that a bit deeper, maybe sink it into the chest. She did sink a little bit. I mean, sinking isn't a failure unless you sink after the press command,
3 white lights.
and it seemed to work out.
Stefanikova, get ready.
Now, Rebecca Römer Andersen, Denmark, 105 kilos, 5 kilos short of her personal best.
Oslo, 105 kilos, Anderson, Denmark.
Yeah, what you were saying about Stefanikova, Joe, imagine if she'd got her 202.5 squat.
She's got a big deadlift, though.
Yes. This is Anderson, 105.
Top nomination in this class is Sophia Ellis with 542.5. Quite a light touch on that one.
She gets a yellow from the referee from Ukraine on the far side from us.
Stefanikova, Grech, get ready, bar is loaded at 105 for Vilma.
I couldn't see anything there.
Nor me.
Now Vilma, last but one in the second round.
Wow, that's a
work.
tough one.
Got yellows from both sides this time.
2-1 no lift. Yellows from the side referees. I'm guessing something moved. 110 on the bar. Lucy Stefanikova, Iceland. Greg Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Oh, clear daylight. And we have the light shining through towards the butt cam there. No hiding from that.
Stefanikova, Iceland.
Now this is Stefanikova, 110 kilos. No? Is it the same as squat? She got the first one but goes no further? Or was that something technical that can be corrected?
Hard to say, because on her first squat it was very easy, but then not much more weight and she missed it. Oh, and she's just not pacing well through the comp, because her opener's looking very strong.
70 kilos, Kim Greg, Malta.
And we are into the third round, and you can see there that Stefanikova leads with 105 on body weight, with Neza and Velma both on 100. This is Greg as we go into the third round. This is a personal best attempt for the Maltese lifter. No.
It's the hardest one to move up for the ladies, especially new lifters. Once you get past your newbie gains, it's all about building up a body muscle, and that takes a while for women.
Anna Rodriguez, 80 kilos on the bar. This would be a personal best for her.
Lietuva, Lithuania.
Oh, that looks good.
2-1.
2-1. She gets a yellow from the center referee. I don't think we're going to see the infraction from this angle. I wonder if it might be the head or something, but
You could just about see it. No, it wasn't the ring. No, I don't know what that was.
it's a good lift, 2-1. Beatrice Narizano, Belgium, 95 kilos to equal her personal best. She just made 2.5 kilo jumps from first to second and second to third. Great lift.
Good lift, 3-1 lights. Narizano.
It's great to see such a big audience here today in the hall for the B groups.
Velemanova, Czechia.
See Marta Chenna, new European champion,
3 attempts to change
looking
over.
quite happy.
Bar is loaded at 97.
Now Velemanova,
For Valeria Velemanova.
she's taking 97.5 kilos for a new personal best.
Keep being surprised by her numbers and forgetting she's gone up a weight class.
Oh yes, good bench press. Gets a yellow.
Good lift, 2-1. 102.5
Again from the far side referee.
Mirza, Vilma, Anderson, Stefanikova, get ready.
No, I think that's okay.
Bars loaded, 102.5.
Now, Emma McDermott, we were talking about the first joining the 100 club. Well, she's gone straight past 100 to 102.5. And she is delighted with that.
And that was
The
clearly
game
right
face has
move,
gone
yeah.
now. 3 white lights for McDermott. Now Yoril Neze, she's gone 105, just below her personal best, but remember she had to retake her opener because of the elbow depth rule.
That's a real shame because she hit 107.5 in the last couple of comps at Worlds and last year's Euros. But when you miss your opener, your plan is in the bin and you have to do what you can afterwards.
Well, it was a great lift. And it was a yellow from the far side referee this time. Let's have a look. But it's a good lift, 2-1. No. I don't think that's in any danger from the jury. Now, Helena Velma missed 105 last time. Was it 2 yellows?
I'm trying to
I
remember.
think it was quite a large margin off the bench, if I remember correctly. There's the famous rogue rack. That's a good lift. It's all about did the butt stay down this time. Well, she gets 1 yellow this time. It's good, 2-1.
No more changes, by the way, for the men. 110 on the bar for Rebecca Anderson, Denmark.
Oh, the jury might take an interest in
Yeah,
that one.
I think they will.
It's that pop of leg drive. Maybe she doesn't train on a competition's height bench at home.
I think it maybe she trains on a softer bench where the athlete sinks into the bench a little more, so when it comes up it's still on. But these rogue benches are so hard. There's just no give in them at all. This is Anderson, 110 kilos. This to take the lead in the bench press. Great battle. She equals her PB. No, she gets yellows from both sides. So it's 2-1, no lift. She looks confused, bemused.
And so am I.
Well, if it's for butt, the butt never came off the bench.
So it must have been for something else that we didn't quite pick up on.
Yeah, both referees wouldn't have given that, I don't think. Well, the coach is going to the jury. Meanwhile, Stefanikova, 110. Oh, that looked really easy.
So she must have just made a small mistake on her second.
Again, she gets 1 yellow, but it's good, 2-1. Just see the replay. And again, that if it was for butt, the butt didn't come up. It may be for something else. And just quick summary, Stefanikova wins the B group with 110, from Neze with 105, Vilma on 105 at a slightly heavier body weight, Anderson also 105, and again all determined on body weight. And now we are ready with the men's under 120.
Now I can see that the jury, the coaches asked the jury and the jury didn't know what it was for, so they're having a chat with the referees about what that failure was for, and we'll bring you any news on whether that is changed. Meanwhile, we move on to the 120 men, the B group, and here is Edgar's Tiffentals. Had a good day on squat, got all 3 of his squats in. Looking to open his bench with 162.5.
Bars loaded, 162.5 kilos, Tiefentals, Latvia.
lists his personal best as 170.
Well, I think that's going to go
I
today.
think it is.
3 white lines, good lift, Tiefentals, 165 and a half, Anders Brøten of Norway. Strubbe, Reiter, get ready. Bar loaded, 165 kilos, Anders Brøten of Norway.
Anders Brøten next. He's looking for 165 to start his bench.
That's a lovely bench press.
Very nice indeed, and that beats what he did in Malta in June.
3 white lines, good lift, Brøten.
He only made 162.5 that day, and he's opening with 165 today.
Get ready. Bars loaded, 180 kilos, Strubbe, Belgium.
Jochen Strube, Belgium, 180. Another lifter making great strides. He did 182.5 in Malta in June. Opening just 2.5 kilos shy of that.
Great lift.
3 white lines, good lift, Strubbe.
And 3 white lights.
On the bar, remains on the bar for Michael Leitner, Austria. Ryudelbach, Budai, get ready. Bar loaded, 180 kilos.
Michael Leitner is out next
Austria.
for the same weight, 180 kilos.
Oh, wow.
That was so fast.
Good lift, 3 white lights for Leitner. 182.5 on the bar now from Mark Ryudelbach Clemente of Spain. Budai, Pola, Heidenreich, get ready. Bar loaded, 182.5 kilos, Ryudelbach, Spain.
Next out, it's Mark Ryudelbach, Spain. Opening with 182.5. Just a little bit north of 400 pounds. Nice and easy opener.
Yeah, a great opener.
Good lift, Ryudelbach, 190 on the bar.
He'll be glad to have left the difficulties of squat depth far behind.
Get ready. Last 3 lifts in, and 1 for the men. Bar loaded, Budai, Hungary, 190 kilos.
Christoph Budai, Hungary. Opening with 190.
Had a great squat competition, finished on 327.5 kilos.
He benched 200 in Malta. What can he do today?
I think the answer may be more.
Quite a lot, yes.
3 white lights, good lift, Budai, 190 on the bar. Daniela Paulus, Switzerland. Heidenreich, Tiefentals, get ready.
Here's Daniela Pola,
Bar loaded,
Switzerland.
190 kilos, Pola, Switzerland.
Opening with the 190 kilos that he finished with at the last Euros.
Very narrow grip.
Nice opening bench for him.
Now the man of the moment coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. We have Max Heidenreich from Germany. He broke the European squat record with 345.5. Now we don't have much information on him because he doesn't have, he hasn't done an international before. And he lists his PB on bench as 192.5, and this is 200. Now he might not keep his squat record for very long. We've got some big squatters in the A group tonight, including Bo Sekanovsky, who did 350.5 at the British earlier this year. And I know he's looking for a record today.
Solid. And 3 white lights.
First round of sets complete. Everyone has elected. Very nice. 170 on the bar. Edgar Stiefenthaus, Latvia. Struber, get ready.
So everyone's on the board at the end of the first round, with Heidenreich out in front on 200 and Pola and Budai both on 190. So here's Edgar Tiefenthaus, Latvia, for 170. Starting to slow him down a little bit.
That equaled his PB.
3 white lights. Good lift, Tiefenthaus. 170
3 white lights.
Anders Brunn, and the bar is loaded. Brunn, Norway.
Anders Bruton's out next.
Ryudelbach, get ready.
And he's gone up 5 kilos to 170.
Great lift. 3 whites.
Good lift. 3 white lights. 187 final round now for Jochen Struber of Belgium. Ryudelbach, Leitner, get ready. Bar loaded. 187.5 kilos. Struber.
Jochen Struber is out next from Belgium.
We're rattling along. No sooner is the replay finished than the next
lifter's
lifter
already
is on
out,
the
yeah.
bench.
This is 187.5, 7.5 kilos up from his opener.
And this will equal his personal best. Great bench.
3 white lights. Good lift. 190 on the bar. Mark Ryudelbach of Spain. Leitner, Poland, Budai, Heidenreich, get ready. Bar loaded. 190 kilos. Ryudelbach, Spain.
We see far more sinking, and I mean before the press command than we used to. I think that's got to be just to take account of the new elbow depth rule.
But of course, that penalises people who are particularly weak off the chest, as I am. I'm a big triceps bencher, so if I had to sink any further, I would never get anything moving. This is Mark Riadalba, Spain, for 190.
Great bench.
3 white lights. Good
He
lift.
looked a little bit like Bryn Evans when he was lying down, but far more handsome when he stood up again.
Bar is loaded. 190 kilos. Leitner, Austria.
Michael Leitner, he's taken a 10 kilo increase all the way up to 190.
Oh, great bench.
3 white lights and a good lift.
3 white lights.
Leitner, 200 on the bar. Daniel Pola, Switzerland. Budai, Heidenreich, get ready. Bars loaded, 200 kilos, Pola, Switzerland.
Pola is our next lifter out, and he has also taken a 10 kilo jump up to 200.
And this would put him into the lead in the group on body weight, with lifters to follow, of course. Oh, that's a good bench press. 3 white lights again.
Fairly comfortable, gives him somewhere to go for his third.
Heidenreich. Brooke, get ready. Last 2 lifts in round 2. Bars loaded, 202.5 kilos, Budai, Hungary.
Now,
Here's Budai, 202.5 on the bar. Now he's gone up 12 and a half. His opener did look pretty easy, but that's a big jump on bench. Constant stream of advice from Eric Marta.
this will be a new personal best if he gets it. Will also put him into the lead in bench, with only Heidenreich to follow. Just stalled. I thought it was going easily, and it just got to that sticky bit, and it wouldn't go any further.
He looks a bit baffled as to why that didn't go, but he gets another attempt at it anyway.
Brooke, Tiefenthal's, get ready as we move to round 3 after Heidenreich.
Now he looked over to the right. Do you think he clipped the rack?
It's possible. He looked really shocked that he didn't get it, so I didn't pick that up, but I think that's probably the best explanation.
Yeah, I didn't see it live, but the way he looked across to his right hand made me think that maybe he did. So here's Maximilian Heidenreich from Germany. He's been very impressive today. He's a new lifter to us. He says he's been competing for 3 years, but we haven't seen him internationally before. And here he is with a European squat record to his name and a second attempt bench of 205.
No.
Well caught, loaders. Well caught.
Well, not making 205 makes 200 quite a risky opener, doesn't it?
He's caught his wrist wrap on the
Ah, so it
rack,
is.
yeah. So
Sure what went wrong there. We're in round 3 now, 175 on the bar for Anders Brooke.
yeah, so that was a surprise. He's been very strong today, but that looked like a step too far. So Pola and Heidenreich are in the lead with 200. Leitner, Wieldy Bass and someone else were on 190. But this is
It's Budai.
right. This is Anders Bruton looking for 175 to close out his bench.
We are in the 3rd round.
And that's a well-judged third.
Blue white lights and a good lift for Brooke. 177.5 kilos on the bar. Edgar Stiefenthaus. Latvia, Struber, Leitner. Get ready, bar is loaded. 177.5 for Tiefenthaus, Latvia.
Edgar Tiefenthal's Latvia. Having a good day today. Can he make it 3 for 3 on bench? This is 177.5.
Well, if he does, it's a new personal best.
And it looks like he has.
He'll be delighted with that. 3 white lights, little shake of the fist.
Bar loaded, 192.5 kilos, Struber, Belgium.
Jochen Struber, Belgium, 192.5 on the bar.
Also for a new personal best. Oh, it's a great bench. 3 white lights.
Last few benches of the morning session. Here's Michael Leitner, Austria, wanting 5 more kilos. This is 195.
First two have been very impressive. And so is the third. Wow, great bench.
3 white lights, good lift for Leitner, 197.5 on the bar. Mark Leonovas Clemente on Spain. Budai, Heidenreich, Pola, get ready. Bar is loaded, 197.5.
Here's Mark Rudibas Clemente from Spain for 197.5.
Oh, that's good.
That is a nice third bench press.
3 white lights.
202.5 on the bar now. Christoph Budai, Hungary. Heidenreich, Pola, get ready. Last 3 benches of this session. Bar loaded.
Into the battle to win the group.
Christoph Budai, Hungary.
So here's Budai. He missed Toa 2.5 last time. He's going to have another crack at it.
If he makes it, he goes into the lead in the group with 2 lifters to follow. If he doesn't, he's in 6th place. That's how close everything is.
But we have another 8 lifters to come tonight. Possibly 9.
Oh, that's good. No, we thought maybe he'd clipped the rack the last time. That would suggest he probably had. That's a great lift. 3 white lights.
I'm not sure if that was that not Heidenreich?
No, Heidenreich
Okay.
had just stalled in his chest.
Ah.
Didn't go anywhere. No, Budai looked to the right, if you remember.
So here is Heidenreich.
Germany.
I'm not sure he's coming out for it. No, I think you're right. I think it was just too heavy. So he had left the attempt in to give his competitors the opportunity to recover fully. If he'd scratched, they would have 1 minute less.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
And with only 8 lifters in the group, you're going out about every 8 minutes.
Good time to take the opportunity just to thank our sponsors, main sponsors of the EPF. There are many others as well, of course, that you'll see on the board behind. But the 2 premium sponsors are Rogue and SBD, and without their help and support, EPF simply could not put on competitions to the standard that it now can.
Of course, they sponsor federations directly, they sponsor the competitions, they sponsor athletes, they support powerlifting from the ground up.
No lift for Heidenreich at 205. Same weight remains on the bar. For Daniel Pola of Switzerland.
So final lift in the second round is Pola, Switzerland. He made 200 look easy. Let's see what he makes of 205.
Loaded, 205 kilos, Polar.
Well, if he makes 205 look as easy as the 200, he wins the group.
Here he is.
I know it's just the group, but I think there's a lot of kudos amongst the lifters of being the best of those that you compete directly against. Oh, it's a great
Very
bench
nice
press.
indeed.
3 white lights.
Good lift for Polar.
And he takes the B group bench press honours.
Now a 10-minute break while we clear away this beautiful road power rack and set up for deadlift.
So we'll take a quick look at where that leaves us with Polar on 205, Budai on 202.5, Heidenreich on 200. We're going to take a 10-minute break now. Join us back here for deadlifts.
And, grab yourself
And welcome back to Tartu in Estonia for the 2023 European Open Classic Powerlifting Championships. No doubt you'll have been with us earlier. Just a reminder of where we are in the 76 kilo B group. Stefanikova leads with 305 kilos at subtotal. Vilma from Estonia is in 287.5, just 5 kilos ahead of Neze from Norway, who has lifted really well today and has impressed us both with squats and bench press. Deadlift's about to get underway, and first up is Kim Grek from Malta, and she will be opening on 130 kilos. Everyone is still in the competition, no one has been eliminated, so each time a lifter makes a deadlift, they also make a total. And as usual, we await to see whether any medals are awarded to the B group. Remember, when only the top 8 are in the A group, it leaves a lot of very good quality lifters in the B. That looks good. No messing there, was there?
No, nice and easy.
Out, lift, off. Now Narizzano from Belgium, 160 kilos.
Bars loaded, 160 kilos, Narizzano, Belgium.
She finished up on 165 in Poland last year. Of course, you expect lifters to make improvements in 12 months.
That looks like a great opener. And 3 wide lights.
Narizzano at 160, next weight on the bar is 162.5.
We got Joril Neze up next from Norway. So impressive in her lifting today.
Norway.
Neze is only 25 years old, been competing for 3 years. A very bright future ahead of her. Well, as impressive in deadlift as in the other 2 lifts.
She deadlifted 182.5, which is listed as her PB in Malta. So she was putting a nice easy opener on the board there, which is a smart thing to do.
Now Helena Vilma from Estonia is up next. And she's opening on 175 kilos.
Solid pull.
3 wide lights.
180 kilos on the bar for Rebecca Anderson of Denmark. Rodriguez, Velamanova, get ready.
Rebecca Romer Anderson from Denmark is up next. 180 kilos.
This was her top pull in Poland at last year's Euros.
Great lift.
3
wide lights. Now Anna Rodriguez, Lithuania, is coming out to take 180 kilos.
Bars loaded, 180 kilos, Rodriguez, Lithuania.
We've seen her make great strides all day. This matches her stated PB and is 10 kilos over what she did in Poland.
Oh, that was easy.
Mismatched socks though, it stresses me
Yes,
out.
I'm loving that.
It's quite common these days, but
They're kind of matched.
They are. They are.
Czechia.
If she had one white shoe, that would really finish it off. But this is Velmanova. She's taking 180 as well. That looks good.
White lights, good lift. 185 on the bar. Emma McDermott, Ireland. Stefanikova.
I'm having to watch this completely off the screen. The Swiss referee's directly in my line of vision. So we're watching the same thing that you're watching. Emma McDermott, 185. Well,
That was
PB's
easy.
207.5. That was as easy as we expected it to be.
That 207.5 was from Malta at the World Classic earlier this year.
Now, the last one out, Lucy Stefanikova from Iceland. What she's done, she's had a really super impressive opener. And then she's
not
missed her
improved.
next two
Yep.
lifts. So can she change that pattern? In the right sort of way, of course.
No, that's a tough opener.
Wow, I think it's
And
good, but
are
where
her
did
knees
she go
locked?
from there?
No, her knees
No,
weren't
her
locked.
knees weren't locked.
But
Oh
she's used
dear.
up a lot of energy with that opener.
Yeah, shoulders are forward as the jury are indicated. 140.
They've said it's shoulders, but her knees weren't locked either. And while that's an easy thing to correct, as we saw in the
Well, there's the
men's squat,
very quickly McDermott leads with 185 from Rodriguez and Velmanova. Stefanikova still to register a lift. Joe, to go back to what you were saying.
yeah, just soft knees is an easy thing to correct. But what's concerning is how much that lift took out of her.
Malta.
Here's Kim Grech.
And she's taking 142.5 kilos to match her personal best. And again, she's so quick to do the lift. 3 white lights.
Good lift for Grech at 142.5. 172.5 goes on the bar now. Beatrice Narizano.
Narizano is out next, 172.5.
Bars loaded. 172.5 kilos. Narizano, Belgium.
12.5 up from her opener.
Had to work, but it looks good.
I wonder where she's going to go from there, though.
Yeah.
3 white lights. Good lift. Narizano. 175 on the bar. Jorunese, Norway.
Euronesa from Norway is up next, 175 kilos.
Coach had requested that the bar be cleaned. The coach can ask the TC to clean the bar. It's often important if you've got a conventional puller following a sumo puller, because you're wiping chalk and talc in all the wrong places for each other onto the bar.
Great lift.
She's got such a solid lockout.
3 white lights. Good lift for Nisa.
Well, she's been a solid lifter all day.
Yeah, the only problem that she's had all day is the elbow depth on the first bench, which she put right.
Yeah, she corrected that really well. I think she just sank a little bit further.
Bars loaded.
Now Helena Velma, Estonia, 187.5, 3 kilos away from her PB, which we will presume is a Estonia record. great lift.
Three white lights
On the screen, as you can see.
190 on the bar. Anna Rodriguez,
Now, Anna Rodriguez, Lithuania,
get ready.
taking a 10 kilo jump up to 190 kilos. 180 was her PB, as we have it, and this to increase that by 10 kilos. Just needs a white left shoe, and that's a perfect outfit. Oh, that's a good lift. 3 white lights.
Three white lights, good lift. Rodriguez, 192.5 kilos on the bar. Rebecca Anderson, Denmark. Velamanova,
Rebecca Römer Anderson from Denmark. She's taking 192.5 kilos in the second round to leave her 2.5 kilos below her personal best. And that looks good. Three wide lights. Same weight on the bar for Velamanova, Czechia. And this will be a new personal best, her PB, currently 190.
loaded, 192.5 kilos. Velamanova, Czechia.
Oh, it's a great lift. 3 wide lights and a new PB. Now, Emma McDermott, so impressive with that 185. She's made a 15 kilo jump to 200 to take her within 7.5 kilos of her personal best.
Loaded, 200 kilos for Dermot, Ireland.
Oh, great lift. 3 wide lights.
Good lift for Dermot, 210 on the bar.
Well, this is where the drama sets in. Has Stefanikova opened too heavy, or was it just a glitch that she will overcome?
I'm concerned about this one, to be honest. It was such a tough pull.
I think we both are. We wish her well. Her PB is 225, so
But she's not been hitting the numbers she expected today.
no.
So I think the coaches, I did look to see if she changed her opener. I was hoping she might have dropped it, given herself somewhere to go. But she's in a world of trouble now. I'm hoping I'm wrong and she will absolutely smoke it off the floor.
Easy weight, come on.
It's going.
Come on,
Lock
shoulders
those
back.
knees.
Yeah, I think that's good this time.
Looks much better.
No. A red and a yellow.
So still difficulties with lockout, so let's have a look at that.
Call from the centre referee. One attempt to that left, 150 goes on the bar now. The kick left on
Yeah, she's not. She's leaning back too far, I think, and that's
And
making
that's
her knees
unlocking the
unlock.
knees,
Yeah.
to change over this for the men. 6 attempts.
So at the end of 2 rounds, McDermott leads with 200. Velamanova and Anderson both on 192.5, and Stefanikova still to register a lift and therefore a total.
Real shame for Stefnikova. She was looking like she would be in the fight for a podium place.
And the annoying thing is she's getting the bar up. They're good gym lifts, but not to the technical requirements of the IPF. So Kim Grech, Malta, her final lift of the day, 150 for a 7.5 kilo PB. She's pulling.
I'm not sure if that will be blue cards.
I hope you're wrong. I think you may be right. Yes, you are. Yeah.
So when you lean back too much, your knees slide under the bar, and then the bar's resting on your thighs, which is a blue. There we go. So it's a hard thing to do because the body wants to recruit as many muscles as it can, and it wants to put you in the best position to pull, but you have to do that to IPF standard, as you say, Martin.
And there's such a subtle difference between sliding up the thighs and resting on the thighs. This is Narizano, our third and final attempt. Just a 2.5 kilo increase to 175 to leave her 2.5 kilos short of her PB. But you can't PB every competition, and you really need to harvest as many kilos as are there on the day.
Showed great patience there.
Wow. 3 white lights. Well, it was the right choice.
She did not give in to the temptation to lean back and slide up her thighs. She stayed patient, kept pulling, was rewarded with a good lift.
Now, Yoril Neza. And Neza's going 182.5 to equal her personal best. Well, what an impressive competition she's had.
She's lifted so well today.
3 white lights.
Loaded, 192.5 kilos, Vilma, Estonia.
Helena Vilma, Estonia. Her third and final attempt. 192.5 for a 2 kilo personal best and what is presumably a new Estonian national record.
Swung out to the side there.
As soon as that happens, there's no coming back, is there?
Not when you're at your max pull and something like that happens. It'd have to go perfectly for it to work. There it goes. Just windmills a bit.
Anna Rodriguez, Lithuania, 195 kilos. This for another personal best.
Give her a total PB too.
Yeah, this puts her to 460. Current PB 455. She just did. Oh
it's
no!
Going. Oh,
just
what a
couldn't
shame!
Keep it in the hands. Great try.
She was strong though. She stood up with it.
Now Rebecca Romer Anderson, Denmark, 200 kilos. This to move her into second place in deadlift, third in total within the group.
Bars loaded, 200 kilos. Anderson, Denmark.
I really thought that wasn't going to break from the floor. She did really well just to get that moving.
Great try. Now Velimanova, she's taking 200 as well. This will put her into the lead in deadlift and into second place in the group. But remember, Stefanikova still to register a lift.
200 kilos. Velimanova, Czechia. No more changes. No more changes. Drop this for the man.
Lots of Czech support in the crowd, as you can hear. No, it just was started coming out of the hands as she was so close to lock out. What a brave attempt.
2 lifts remain for the ladies, both of them at 210 kilos. First is Emma McDermott of Ireland. She'll be
The
followed
final
by
two
Lucy
lifts
Stefanikova and Lucy Neal
of the B group 76s. First up on lot is Emma McDermott. They're both going 210. This is for a new personal best for Emma. Currently it's 207.5. She has absolutely smoked her first two. This will be the heaviest deadlift she has ever performed on the platform. Smashed it. 3 white lights for McDermott. Irish celebration, and now this is the moment of real drama. Lucy Stefanikova. She got her first squat, didn't get her next two. She got her first bench, didn't get her next two. Can she do it the other way around, because she hasn't got her first two deadlifts? Can she get the last one and make a total?
And she's used up so much energy failing those first two that I'm really concerned for this one. She can stand the weight up, but I think she's overcompensating for the lockout calls by leaning backwards and causing her knees to unlock.
Well,
really needs to focus on just snapping those knees locked.
everyone in the room is behind her. Listen to the crowd. No, what do they think of it this time? That's better.
I think that's loads
better. It's a good lift. 3 white lights. She not only stays in the competition, but she wins the B group. She posts a total of 515 kilos, and that is what anyone this afternoon that wants a podium position will have to come past. Just a quick reminder, in the deadlifts, McDermott on body weight with 210 from Stefanikova, Velimanova third on body weight with 192.5. And overall, Stefanikova wins the group 515. McDermott with that splendid deadlift comes up to second place, 2.5 kilos ahead of Vilma. What a fantastic, engrossing competition that was. And now we move to the men's under 120 B group.
235 kilos.
So just for some context, on nominations, 5:15 would be good enough for a podium. However, nominations are not results, and we are already into the 120 kilo B group. Edgar Stiefentels, Latvia, making short work of 235.
Yeah, he's had a, in terms of his own past performance, he's having a fantastic day today.
I think he's got all his lifts so far.
I think you're correct, yes.
Daniel Pola, Switzerland. He's been strong today. Looking to open his deadlift with 270.
But there are huge deadlifters to come in the second session today. Looks good. The famous library deadlift.
Library deadlift meaning you could put it down in a library and not get shouted at. Christoph Budaj is out next, Hungary. Opening with 300.
Bars loaded, 300 kilos, Budaj, Hungary.
He's got two coaches, so he wears headphones so he can't hear either of them.
You know, it's a common thing to have your headphones on until you come out onto the platform. Music is quite important for arousal in powerlifting. You often find people listening to some quite driving rock or EDM. That looks like a nice opener. He did lean back quite a long way, but he made sure to keep his knees locked.
And 3 wide lights.
305 on the bar for Jochen Strubber of Belgium. Vierdelmas Leitner next up. Bars loaded.
Jochen Strubber, Belgium. Stated PB of 327.5, opening today with 305.
Oh, wow.
Fast.
Grip and rip.
305 on the bar. Mark Vierdelmas Clemente of Spain. Leitner, Heidenreich and Brooke. Get ready. Bars loaded. 305 kilos. Vierdelmas Clemente, Spain.
Mark Rudalbas, Clemente, Spain. Opening with 305. Had a good day after his troubles on squat.
And now that should make a total. Yes, indeed, 3 wide lights.
Vierdelmas, 310 on the bar. Michael Leitner, Austria. Heidenreich. Brooke. Get ready.
And we have Michael Leitner next from Austria. Got his PB listed as 337.5 there. He's opening today at 310.
Bars loaded, 310 kilos, Leitner, Austria.
Nice and easy.
Great deadlift, 3 wide lights.
A good lift for Leitner, 320 on the bar now for Max Heidenreich, Germany. Brooke, Timmertals, get ready.
And we have an impressive new lifter, new to the international scene anyway, Maximilian Heidenreich, opening with 320.
The star of the show so far today. Wow, that looked easy.
3 weights, and
Just
he's on the board.
Picks it up, walks off the stage. No
But if-
fuss, no drama.
Of course, that cements the European squat record he took earlier. The record would be forfeit if he didn't make a total.
One more, and this is the deadlift specialist.
Anders Burton, biggest opener in the B group at 325. Listed PB at 363.5.
Might have a chance of a deadlift medal from the B group. How easy did that look?
Well, if you're an 800-pound puller, you can make that look easy. Interested to see where he goes next with that. End of the first round. And Burton Lillimo is leading with 325, only just ahead of Heidenreich on 320, Leitner on 310.
And to answer your question, he's gone 355.
Wow. So it might be worth just having a quick look at what the European records are. In the 120, oh, of course, excuse me, it's Indy Singh, isn't it? 386
386
that he did in Malta. So into the second round now, and here's Edgars Tiffentals, Latvia, for 242.5.
That's a bit lopsided in the
Little bit
shoulder, wasn't
hunched,
it?
Yeah.
But he gets it, 3 wide lights.
Pola is out next. Taking a 20 kilo jump from his opener. This is 290. Presumably he's behind there somewhere.
Bars loaded, 290 kilos, Pola, Switzerland.
Here he comes. Looking very casual about it. No, I don't think that will pass.
I don't think so either. Two blues.
Blues for supporting, there is no lift, no lift. Pola, 320 on the bar. Christoph Budai, Hungary. Strubbe,
I think he hit a block there, and the only way to get it moving again was to rest on the thighs, but unfortunately that does not pass. Here's Christoph Budai, next out with 320.
Bars loaded, 320 kilos, Budai, Hungary.
Oh, it looks good. And the referees say yes, 3 wide lines.
For Budai, 325 on the bar. Jochen Strubbe, Belgium. Rudolbas, Leitner, get ready.
And Rob Esselins has been in touch to say that Strubmeister 3000 is indeed his coach. He would have loved to have been here today, but he's unwell at the moment, unfortunately. And Rob, I know you're listening, so everyone in the team, and I'm sure everyone in the EPF wishes you well for a speedy and complete recovery. And here's your coach.
This is Struber for 325. Made that look easy.
And that's 3 white lights and within 2.5 kilos of his PB.
As well, SPD, just saying. 325 on the bar. Mark Riodalbas Clemente of Spain. He'll be followed by
Next out, Mark Riodalbas Clemente from Spain for 325.
bars loaded.
20 kilos up from his opener.
Riodalbas Clemente, Spain.
Taking a moment to compose himself. Some lifters come out screaming and shouting. Others look like they're going for a walk in the park.
That looks good.
Yeah.
3 white lights and a good lift. Riodalbas Clemente. 325 on the bar now. Michael Leitner, Austria, Heidenreich. Roden, get ready. All loaded. 325 kilos. Leitner, Austria.
So here's Michael Leitner for 325. He's taken 15 kilos up from his opener.
Oh, made that look just as easy as his first.
3 white lights and a good lift for Leitner. 335 on the bar for Maximilian Heidenreich of Germany. Roden, Tiefentals, get ready.
Just a couple of more deadlifts in the second round, and here is one of them, Maximilian Heidenreich for 335. Now, we might not have seen him before, but I think we'll be seeing this young man again.
Yeah, he's 10 kilos below his PB in deadlift. This would put his total to 880.5, remember, with the chip with one lift remaining.
On nominations in the A group, third place is 890.
Wow. Well, if
So
he
he's
gets
tracking
this,
well.
if he gets this with room to spare,
There
and
might
he
be a
does.
little room.
well, if he goes another 10, that'll be 890.5. Chip could come into play.
Really useful.
This is Anders Roden of Norway. Tiefentals, Ola, get ready.
Now we're into deadlift specialist territory now.
And anyone pulling over 350, I think you're right, that's definitely a deadlift specialist.
Especially in the second round.
So 355 in the second round, as you say, that must mean he thinks he's got a massive pull lying in wait for the third.
PB is 363.5.
Anders Roden, Norway.
Easy.
And I think he has got room to move up.
He looked as if he could hold on to that all day.
Round 3 now. First round of the bar is 250 kilos to Tiefentals, Latvia. Followed by Ola, Udai, Struber, Leitner, Riodalbas, Heidenreich, Roden.
Quick look at where that leaves us. No, we're not going to have that. We'll just go straight into the third round. And this is... So, Burton Lillimore on 355, Heidenreich on 335, and both Leitner and Struber on 325, and Dalbas. So we have Edgar's Tiefentals coming out for his final lift of the day. He is 8 for 8. Can he make it 9 for 9?
commentators, Kurt.
250 kilos on the bar.
Well, he's been really good today. One more effort.
And it's just ground to a halt.
We apologize.
Sorry, that is no lift, no lift for Kiefer Tal. 290 on the bar now for Danielle Kohler, Switzerland, Budai, Rubber, get ready.
I can tell you that Burton Lilmore has gone 370. Heidenreich has indeed gone 345 for an 890.5 total if he makes it.
Here's Pola. The competition slows down very slightly at this point because we clean the bar between each attempt. Give every lifter the best chance of hanging onto the bar. Now Pola missed this last time. Gonna have another try at 290.
Yeah, was rested on the thighs and got blues from two of the referees. Nope.
Not today, but he got one on the board with 270.
330 on the bar for Christoph Budai of Hungary. Now I am told that if this is successful, this will be the biggest Hungarian total for a powerlifter ever.
So I was just listening in on the speaker just now. We have Budai coming out for 330, and this will give him the biggest total by a Hungarian lifter ever.
Any weight class, any time.
So I've just been told.
Wow.
I have not verified that fact.
Oh, he's quite reliable, that speaker.
Well, I think he's only going off what he's just been
Yeah.
told by the Hungarians. But they should know
They
what they're
should know.
talking about.
Come on, Christoph.
330 kilos on the bar for an 860 total.
Current PB 850 total, so he probably already holds that record.
And it looks like he's got it.
Wow.
Can you see those lights, please?
3 white lights.
The pride of Hungary.
Biggest Budai. Biggest Budai. We like that, right? 335 on the bar. Jochen Strubber, Belgium. Leitner, Theodolbas.
Great achievement for Budai. Handful of lifts remain in the morning session. Of course, we'll take all these scores through to the A groups later today. Here's Jochen Struber, Belgium, for 335.
This to equal his total PB, but get a new deadlift PB by 7.5 kilos. Come on, Jochen.
It's going.
Oh, it's a great lift. Three
And the
white
referees
lights.
agree with you, Martin.
Yeah, I was wrong earlier. It's a total and deadlift PB for Struber.
Get ready. 4 deadlifts remain in this session.
We have got some big pulls remaining. Michael Leitner is out next for 340.
Pools that may get medals after the A group has done their thing this afternoon.
Austria.
This is Leitner.
This for a deadlift PB. First two were really convincing, but there's another 15 on the bar now, and it's made no difference whatsoever.
I think he's got a few kilos left there. Always a shame when you don't get another attempt when it's as easy as that. And here is the Spanish lifter, Mark Ruidalbas Clemente, for 3:42.5.
Again, this will be a huge PB. 3:25 in the second round. This is PB. And this is 17.5 kilos more.
Now he's patient with it. He's not supporting, but he's also can't get his hips through.
Just not quite. But a great attempt. And then there were two. One pulling for a possible podium, the other pulling for a possible deadlift medal.
So this is Maximilian Heidenreich, looking for 3:45. For once, this matches his stated PB rather than being massively over it.
Followed it, 345 kilos, Heidenreich, Germany.
This for an 890.5 total.
He's nodding as it goes up, and I think he's right.
He was nodding his head when he was a little over halfway up.
Pulling beltless
And
as well.
he gets 3 white lights. What a fantastic total he's posted.
So we'll bear him in mind when we are going through the A group tonight. But we'll also have to bear this man in mind for the deadlift medals. Anders Burton Lillemo.
This is a PB for him. PB is 363.5.
And amazingly, nowhere near the European record, which is Indy Singh with 386, which is also the world record.
The world record is quite something. Bar is loaded. 370 kilos, Norway.
But he
And
can
all the
reasonably,
Norwegians are on their feet and cheering.
he can reasonably expect to make the deadlift podium with this pull.
For sure.
It's just a bit too much.
Sorry. Not today. He's on his feet. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
But nevertheless, his second was an amazing pull and a big weight, and you never know, that might just get him onto the deadlift podium. Take a very quick look at the scores. And in the deadlift, Burton is in lead with 355. Heidenreich, very impressive today with 345. Leitner, 340. And here are the total results. Heidenreich on 890.5, which may well be competitive. And Budai on 860, Burton 837.5. So we will take a break now. We will be back at 3 p.m. That's Eastern European time for the A groups. Don't miss it.